Today, we are going to talk about building landing pages, but not going to go into depth on how to build landing pages or what the criteria is or anything like that. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some of the different builders out there and which one's going to be best for your business. And the thing is whether you're in affiliate marketing, network marketing, email, whether you're doing high ticket, low ticket, whether you're trying to sell homes as a real estate agent or you're trying to sell your stuff on Etsy, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Having a landing page is great for people to get to you and understand who you are and actually have a quick look at what you have to offer them. And then they can make a decision if they want to give you their information so you can show them whatever it is you're working on. So I'm going to talk a little bit about first kind of what it means to have a landing page, why it's important, and then we'll dive into some of the platforms. And then at the end, we'll talk about what I think is probably the best bang for your buck. And we'll go from there. So landing pages, what I will say is something that's very important for your business, because anybody who's doing any sort of, whether you're doing online business, offline business, one of the number one things that you should be doing is you should be capturing leads in some way, shape, or form. And if you're in, even if you're in social media marketing, if you're building a friends list or a followers list, you should be trying to capture leads, because that is really where your true power comes from in your business, is the ability to have a list of people that you can reach out to, that you can, work with, and even be able to promote the things that you want to promote. And the big thing that I would say is missed a lot of the times is people say, well, I don't know how to build one, or I'm not techie, or I don't understand what all the requirements are. And the thing is that you just got to do it, right? Don't overthink it, because that's really where the problems come in, is where you overthink it. And the next thing you know, you're getting locked up, right? You're getting into a position where you don't have a way to move forward in your business. And so don't overthink these things. Landing pages are used by everybody. If you go to any major retailer website and you go look at what it is that they're taking you to, go to things like Walmart, Target, go to some of the dealerships. What's going to happen? They want you to set up a phone call. They want you to subscribe to their newsletter. They want you to put in your email address to get a 15% off coupon and all those kinds of things. And all of that stuff, like you may not realize it, but those are all landing pages. And a lot of them use very different tools to be able to build those. And so when I first got around marketing, and one of the things that I learned right away is when we went through trying to learn about how to bring our business online and things like that, I realized that there was something out there that I didn't understand that was necessary for my business. And when I say I didn't understand, I just didn't know, right? It's not that I couldn't grasp it, because I'm a techie guy. I do tech support for a living. Like that's kind of where I'm at. So once I understood why it was necessary, it wasn't much for me to grasp it. But some other people, they struggle with that. But for my story, like I started out getting involved in one of the bigger ones, which we'll talk about here. And there was a challenge to be able to set up a whole funnel and all this stuff. And if you know what I'm talking about already, you know who I'm going to talk about, and they're going to be one of the first ones we showcase. But what's crazy about it is that I had no idea who they were. I had no idea what they did. I had no idea why it was important. It was just recommended to me by a friend who said, hey, you should probably do this to learn how to build funnels. And I said, okay, I'll do it. Fine. Not a big deal. I'm not going to, go all crazy on it. I don't think it's really going to be that important for my business. And I learned so much. I learned so much about what it meant to actually be part of the community that was there. And they really helped me understand exactly what it is that I needed to do in order to build my business. And what was really interesting about it is I started learning this concept of being able to show somebody a little bit of curiosity on a page, and then from there being able to entice them to give me their information so I can follow up with them later, and then get them into my ecosystem, and then be able to provide them other things that I may not have been able to provide them previously. All right. So here we've got one of the first ones. So obviously this is a name that most people know, ClickFunnels. They're a great builder. I've used them personally before. I've gone through their ecosystem. I know kind of how all their things work. I've been in, I don't use them right now, and I'll show you why later. But basically, as you go through, and I don't know if they have the pricing available out here now, but essentially the pricing for ClickFunnels is $97 to get started, $97 a month, and you get access to their system. And you can see a little bit here about their opt-in page. You can see kind of how they have their sites set up, and they do integrate with different applications, so you can have follow-up funnels and things like that. They've got some training in here of how you would use a funnel. So they've got, kind of what best describes your business and things like that. There's a demo that they've got here to show you a little bit about it. And then they show just kind of some of the different products that are in there. Now, keep in mind that not all of these products are in the base package. So if I remember correctly, this backpack and follow-up funnels, you have to get in like Actionetics and all that kind of stuff. You have to get into the actual back end of the system, and you actually have to be part of their overall like platinum subscription or whatever it is. And so for that subscription, you can go all the way up to $297 a month to be able to get all of their packages. And so this is one of the most known ones out there. I like them. I do. Their editor. So we'll go back down here, and they've got this Edison editor that they're talking about here. And so this editor down here, it's like, drag and drop, and it's really well done. It's easy to get to understand and start working. And the cool thing about it is that it's got a lot of information in there and training and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's really awesome. And so I will say for sure that ClickFunnels is definitely an option. And if you have the money to get started with something at, almost $100 a month, and, you don't really care about the extra features like follow-up funnels and things like that, I would go for that if you've got it. The other thing is they've got a large community. You can see here, they've got over 107,000 users. And so it's just crazy. The other one that we've got going on here, so Kajabi. So Kajabi is one that, and they just did a little bling. So we're going to go back to we're going to go back to the main page here. They have a very similar product, and wow, they really want to talk to me. So they've got a similar product, right? It looks, nice and clean. Look at all the different tools that you might have had, like they're even referencing ClickFunnels, websites, things like that. So they actually talk about being kind of a business in a box, right? And so they've got all this information here of, being able to put together your full website, everything in one place, websites, payments, analytics, email systems, like all of that stuff is all together. And they're talking about how it replaces all these other things. Now, I personally have not used Kajabi, but I have been around it. I've had people show me it. I've actually been inside a lot of their sites, and it is pretty clean. I've got a couple friends of mine that use it, and they're talking about all the different things that it can replace for you, and save on a lot of this money that you spend. But what's interesting about it is they talk about saving all this money. And as you probably saw when I had it in there, I went and looked at their pricing, and man, they're basic. I mean, if you go to like monthly plans, we're looking at $149 a month. You get 3 products, 3 pipelines. You do get unlimited landing pages and marketing emails, 10,000 contacts, 1,000 active members, 1 website, and 1 admin user. And then you get all this extra training, right? So webinars and events and ready-to-use templates and assessments and things like that. And I don't think it's a terrible deal. There's a lot of stuff there that is that's useful, right? Even if you go for the annual discount, you're paying the annual amount up front, but you're still at $119 a month. So yeah, you get some of the extra stuff that doesn't come with things like ClickFunnels, but you are starting at a higher price point, and it just goes up from there, right? So $200 a month for their most popular one. and then $400 a month for their pro. And it looks like they're focusing more on like different products and pipelines versus being just a landing page builder. And so I would, for me, I've seen how these work. They're snippy, they're great. It moves fast. I've seen the inner workings of it. It works really, really well for having an overall business. Just a little more pricey to get started. So with that, we have this next one. So BuilderAll is another popular one. So they've actually done a lot, and they basically are banking on the fact of they're more designed to be a complete digital marketing platform versus just being a funnel builder. Like ClickFunnels obviously is a funnel builder, but they're looking at it and they say here, like, no other delivers more emails to the inbox, has more tools, features, apps integrated, etc. So they've got a pretty decent system. I mean, they talk about drag and drop website builder, compatible graphic funnel, complete graphic funnel builder. And I don't know what this means, right? The only real and complete graphic funnel builder. So I did get a free look into BuilderAll a while back, but I mean, you can start for $1 and then it says then $69.90 monthly. And, they're talking of the industry and being able to, kind of get into that holistic view again, kind of like what Kajabi's doing, right? And there's others out there, but these are the ones that I see that are the best. They've got this website builder. So this is what's interesting too. They got the website builder and then a funnel builder, and it shows kind of how you can map out the funnels and stuff like that. And these are some things that like ClickFunnels does separately. I think they have like their Funnelytics, or not Funnelytics, but I think it's Funnelytics. And they have stuff like that separately. They've got different things of, lightning fast websites, and they're talking about all these different, bump sales and countdowns and, all the stuff that what's interesting is I'm looking at all these things like mobile page loading accelerator and website sharing and smart pop-up and full SEO on page, SSL certificate, email marketing, drag and drop. So a lot of this stuff, it looks like they've basically separated out a lot of the things that some other ones just kind of include in it. There's a lot of stuff in here, right? But here's the thing is that's a lot to get into. So like, let's go back down here and look at all these things, right? Look at all these things that's in here. And how many people, like when you're just starting your business, are you looking at setting up all of those things at one time? Or are you looking at, maybe doing one or two things and then kind of add these on as you go? Now, some people might say, well, it's good to have everything. But what I see automatically right now is I see, information overload, right? There's so many different things here. I mean, they got the booking app, video hosting, funnel club, agency, funnel simulations, turbo templates, marketplace here. Now, I'm not hating on BuilderAll. I know that they have a great product, and I've been able to use their product, see their product. I personally didn't like it, but it wasn't because it was bad. It was something that I didn't really care for, and I didn't need everything, right? I didn't need all of the things that was in here because it's just a lot of stuff to set up and get running versus just creating a landing page and capturing emails. So going back to the top here. So if we go look at their plans, BuilderAll, they do have a multi-tiered system as well. And so if you come in and do your basic builder, so you get one domain, some subdomains, 5,000 subscribers, 5 gigs of disk space, and then of course all the tools and features they're talking about, right? So you don't get a CRM, you don't get smart pop-ups, you don't get private chat builder or video hosting, SMS messaging. You don't get a lot of the extra things. And then if we go look at the premium, $69.90 a month, that's what they're advertising on their page. 15 domains that you can, different domains that you can have. And here's the other thing too, is like they have a lot of these features, but again, they've broken out a lot of the stuff that's inside of most funnel builders. So, and then of course the highest one looks like it's $99.90 a month, but then it's a $200 first payment. So not sure what the first payment's for, but it looks like it's everything they go in. Oh, okay. It's to be able to be a pro affiliate and things like that. So, but anyways, so again, I've heard a lot of good things about BuilderAll. I know a lot of people that really love BuilderAll. I've got a couple close friends of mine that use BuilderAll and they love it. I just got overwhelmed with everything that was in there. I didn't need all that stuff right away. Kajabi was kind of the same way, but it wasn't as much. So, right now we're looking at, ClickFunnels, and then you've got Kajabi, and then you got BuilderAll. Now, I want to bring on another one. I don't know if you guys knew this, but GetResponse does have a landing page builder within the system. And so I'm going to just open up a new tab and just go to getresponse.com/pricing. And so I just want to show you something here is their basic pricing. You actually have $15 a month that you can get started with GetResponse. You get the email marketing piece, you get the website builder, you get the autoresponders, you get the unlimited landing pages, sales funnels, lead funnels, Facebook and Google ads, and chats. And all of this stuff here, I mean, this is just for someone who's getting started. That could be a good option, right? That could be a really good starting point to be able to build the landing pages. Now, what I will say is their landing page builder, I'm going to create one here. And you'll notice here when I go in, it talks about building from scratch, or they have different templates. So we'll say like, maybe we want to do, here, we'll just do a webinar registration. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you kind of what it looks like. And it's not bad. I will admit it's a little clunky at times, but because I've tried to build landing pages through here. But I mean, essentially it's very similar to drag and drop, but I mean, they've got obviously, you can move things around here like this. You can go through and, move all the elements, and you can, set everything up the way that you want it. You can move all these things around like this. You can put your logos in here. So, I can go in here and pick a picture, and I could put the logo in here, and it would have our logo up there. And then I could, expand that out a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I haven't used it a whole lot, but they do have it in here, right? And all of these things too are drag and drop. So if I wanted to drag something in here, I just drag it in here and then just move it around. It's free elements, right? There's no snap placing. So, it's got those stuff to line up or whatever, but there's really no snap placing for it. And so it looks like you just have to kind of overlap the elements. And so it can be a little bit to get used to. I personally like snap placing. I think that helps with, really feeling like you're putting things in the right position, and you don't have to worry about all these things kind of being in the way. So like this, I'm kind of trying to figure out like, why is this one not letting me, why is it not letting me make it bigger? So anyways, you can get started for $15 a month. Most people will actually go through and do the middle one. And also the more subscribers that you need, the more money you're going to pay, right? So that's the kind of thing with GetResponse is you're going to have that there in your back pocket. So that is how those are the top 4 that I see a lot of people using. Now there's other email marketing softwares that are absolutely very similar to GetResponse. There's like ActiveCampaign and Aweber, and I know that they also do landing pages. I think there might be like ConvertKit and things like that also do landing pages. So it's not just GetResponse that does that, but that's the one that I use that I know of. And I've tested their landing pages. And as you can see, I still didn't, I'd have to play around with it to really get one to look good, but that's just a good idea of what it feels like. So now with that, I do want to go in here, and this is my favorite tool. And the reason I'll say this is my favorite tool is because it's the one that I found that was the best value for the money. And it is probably in my opinion, the easiest to use and the easiest to optimize for things like mobile. And so you don't have to create separate pages for mobile, and it's very responsive for mobile. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you just a quick demo of this one. This is essentially the information here. And you can see here, it is only $25 per month, which equals out to 82 cents a day. So at $25 a month for a funnel builder, that's pretty darn good. And so this here is the actual funnel builder itself. And I want to show you a couple of different landing pages that I have. And so you can see over here, we've got the different, buttons over here to get to where you need to go. It's very simplified. There's not a lot of options. You go into funnels, and all your pages are right here. And I'll show you too that I've actually got multiple funnels in here. And so I have our, Josh and Katie Schoenert one, I have our Schoenert marketing one. And so you can have multiple funnels in here, and the multiple funnels don't actually cost you any more money. And you can see too that they have different domains. So this one's jkschoenert.com, this one's schoenertmarketing.com. Both of those domains are connected, and there's completely separate sites. If I go here and I show you that I go to jkschoenert.com, here's my website, and then that's our pop-up. So you can see we've got pop-ups that are responsive. I was able to put a chat on here. Now the chat is from one I took from Facebook, so that's not native in there, but having multiple funnels is really nice in the system to be able to do this and be able to have the ability to switch between them pretty easily like this. But anyways, if we go to a landing page here, and I'll show you the one of them that most of you, some of you may have seen. And so this is one of the landing pages that's built in here. And you can see as I move my mouse around, see we have different boxes like this, right? And so these different boxes are, they're snapped into these areas. The columns, they do move back and forth. So you can, make sure things look the exact way you want them to look. And, you can come in here and you can actually do editing for specific words in here. So you can make, certain words smaller or bigger. It's got an undo button, so you don't have to go back and try to make all the changes. And all of the elements that are in here, they're all in here, right? So we have different basic ones: heading, text, buttons, containers. And this is, I think, where my favorite piece is when you bring something out, it kind of takes all of the weird editing stuff out of the question, right? It takes all of that stuff out of the question, and you don't have to have things in weird positions. If I want to drop in a new text box at the top here, I drop in a new text box and I start editing my text. And so I can come in here and say new text box, and then I can say, you know what? I want that to actually be a quote. And then I want it to be, 28 text, and oh, look, it's gray text. That's not going to be good for the viewers. So let's make that white text. And then I want that to be centered. Like, you see how all that stuff is just done right there. And it allows you to edit this stuff right in the page itself. So you're not actually having to, move things around and try to make it fit. It's going to make it fit. And then it just puts it there, and you can make things overlap if you want to. I don't like things overlapping unless it's necessary, but I can show you a quick thing about that as well. But I think what's cool about it is that if you decide, no, I don't really want it there, you just click off of the editor, go back to the thing, and then you just say, I want to delete it. It's going to ask you if you want to. You say yes, it's gone. And I'm just going to discard changes because I don't want to change this one because I still use it. But so that's one example. Another example of a landing page that I use. So here's the other one, and simple landing page, nothing too crazy about it, just some text underneath it. But like I said, these are all different boxes. So this is a form box. This is a text box. So these are all different things. This one is set up as a header. We can put reCAPTCHA here on our forms. We can do different images and things like that. And any image that you want, that you have, you can put those images in here. So if you find an image somewhere, you're like, oh, I want to use that, you can put it in here. It's not like, not all of these are built in. It's all up to you to put the information into the funnel. So there's no limits. If you want to be creative and you want to put some things in there, like I'll show you another one here that I was a little bit more creative on. And, looking at automated trading in one of the largest financial markets in the world. And so this is another thing that I provide information on. And this background is one that I put it together where when I go view the page here, and you'll see that, it connects together for the most part. And, it's just a simple capture page. And so what's cool about that is all of this was built just by coming over here and dragging these things over. So for me, the thing, just the builder itself is super valuable for $25 a month. But the crazy thing about it is we talk about all those extra features, right? Like a booking tool. Well, guess what? We have a booking tool. Now, I don't use this one specifically because I've been using Calendly for a while, but there's a booking tool. There's a contact thing here, which I don't want to sit on there too long because there's emails there, but there's a CRM there. There's a store where you can put your dashboard for your dashboard for your store. You can show your orders. You can show your different products, right? You can have different discounts. You can show your layout and styling of how you want your product page to actually look. So I can go through here and I can say, oh, look, I want to build a product page, like this. And I want to build a cart page like this and a checkout page like this. And the great thing is this builder literally gives you the opportunity to have that available. And then when they go through that flow, that's what it's going to look like, right? And you can put your pictures in and do all that stuff and get that all working. And it's awesome. So there's that. There's also, they talk about in the pages, they talk about SEO settings, right? Well, here's our homepage. And if I go to show settings, well, here's the SEO info. We can put in the title and the meta description, and we can add it to the sitemap so that way it improves search indexing. So there's those features there. Analytics. You can go look at analytics for the funnel itself and look at all of your different visitors. You can go through and you can look at, if we go back to the dashboard, what you can do is you can actually get website analytics, and you can show, different views of the, certain pages. And I can go through here and I can show, different popular pages. So as of right now, there's one of them has gotten over 1,000 impressions. The other one's gotten 165 impressions. We've got some other ones in here as well. And this is just in the last 7 days, right? So, I mean, this is really, really nice. You can understand where all your people are coming from. You can understand, most people who hit your stuff. So I'm almost 50-50 for different devices. You can look at the different refers and you can see where they're coming from. But otherwise, this is what is available for $25 a month. Like this is what's crazy for me, right? $25 a month, and you can get all of this stuff. And the price doesn't change. If you want more funnels, you ask for more funnels and you get more funnels. You just go email support and you say, hey, I want another funnel added, and they add you another funnel. I'm actually looking at adding a third one here soon. If you want to make it look like a traditional website, you can make it look like a traditional website. And in the builder, here's all the pages, right? Products, meet us, work with us, traffic sources, all that, contact us, even our links page, right? So this is what our links page looks like. This is what people see when they click our link on most of our profiles. And this is what they can get to. And it's got our YouTube channel and our blog and our website, subscribe to our newsletter, all that kind of stuff. So there's definitely a lot of really cool things in here that this can do for $25 a month. So as far as it goes, which one should you use for your business? I'm a firm believer that you should use whatever you feel is right for you. If you like ClickFunnels, go use ClickFunnels. If you like Kajabi, go use Kajabi. If you like the features that BuilderAll gives you and you want all of those features, go use BuilderAll. But in my opinion, as of today, August 18th, 2021, I think that the best funnel builder for your money is going to be the HBA Funnel Builder. You have a lot of robust features there. Oh, and one other thing that they have too, which I think is super, super cool. And I'm going to show you this as well. And I almost forgot about this, is we talk about training, right? People want to be able to get training on their builder, and they want to be able to know how to do certain things. So maybe something's confusing and you aren't really sure how to do it. Well, the great thing about this funnel builder platform is it also, with no extra charge, comes with another training area where you can actually learn how to use the builder. And what's great about that is Funnel Builders Academy is what comes with it. So $25 a month, you get the builder, and then you get the academy as well. And you get just a quick welcome. But look at the setup here. And then this is where we get the training and the FAQ, right? Look at all of these different trainings on how to do certain things: appointment booking, Zapier and webhook integration, email addresses for your domain, creating graphics, survey pages, copy pages to other people, split testing, GetResponse email tips. It's a whole marketing training just for getting a hold of the builder. And the best part about it too is once you become a user of the builder, you can actually be an affiliate for the builder. And being an affiliate gives you 80% commissions. So that way you can go make money while you're using the builder. So think about that for a minute. $25 a month to use the builder. You get 80% commissions to recommend this builder to other people. So when you get 2 people signed up, you're in profit. You're making $40 a month in profit versus paying 25. I don't know of any of those other programs that pay that much. So if you get 10 people signed up, you're making $200 a month and only paying 25. So I think that's a pretty good deal. If you want to learn more about it, head down below. I'm going to put a link down there for you. Or you can reach out to me directly. I'm more than happy to answer your questions about it. I think it's a great tool. I think it's my favorite tool right now. And I don't think I'm going to switch because the community that comes with it is amazing. Their training is amazing. And I think it's amazing for the money that you get or that you pay for. So I hope that it was valuable for you. I hope you learned a little bit, and I hope to talk to you soon. Have a great day.